Bucs dropped to 4-10 after losing to the Falcons last night. Jameis Winston threw for nearly 300 yards and had 3 touchdowns in the loss. He's about to finish his 3rd season since being the #1 overall pick, and he's just 17-26 as a starter and has yet to make the playoffs. Shannon, has Jameis been a success or disappointment so far in his career?
I think he's been a success given the circumstances, Skip, because he's done something. He's in a division that is the greatest quarterback division that we've seen in recent times.
Yep.
Last year's MVP is in his prime, is in that division, Matt Ryan. The previous MVP the year before, Cam Newton, 15-1, is in that division. 2-time Offensive Player of the Year, a guy that's thrown for 5,000-yard seasons, Drew Brees, is in that division. What quarterback can say they've had to go up against that level of competition? At what, twice? You play they're in your division, so you play them twice a year. That's what he's up against. Now, he's always going to be compared against Marcus Mariota. Marcus Mariota, look at it. He went against Brock Osweiler, a Hoyer. He went against Blake Bortles. Now, Andrew Luck has been in and out of the lineup. That's what Mariota's going through. So you tell me if Jameis was in that division, going up against those guys, he wouldn't look better? I think Jameis, Houston would be a lot better with anybody. Now, Deshaun Watson is a different factor. But are you telling me the Texans wouldn't have a better record if they had Jameis as opposed to those other guys?
Yep.
They wouldn't have a better record in Jacksonville if they had Jameis Winston as opposed to Blake Bortles?
Yep.
Of course not. Of course they would. If you watch him play, if you watch the way his teammates gravitate towards him, Skip, the guy missed the field goal. The first guy on the field to pat him on the back of the helmet is Jameis Winston. The guy takes the knee. The ref misses the call. The guy bounces off and runs down the field. One of the first guys to meet him 40 yards down the field is Jameis Winston.
Yep.
Guys love playing with him. And I get it, Skip, he turns the ball over. He turned the ball over a lot in college.
He did.
But guess what? I know a guy that had all the passing records before they were broken, that was a high turnover guy that won 3 consecutive MVPs, Brett Favre. He turned the ball over just like Jameis Winston. Guys love playing for him. He was very enthusiastic, Skip Bayless. So given what he's given the circumstances, Doug Martin has never been Doug Martin since he had that season. He got suspended for PEDs earlier this year. They can't run the ball with any consistency. They had that game won last night. The guy fumbled, had a first down, he fumbled the ball.
Doug Martin was suspended last night.
Right.
Yeah.
And Skip, here's the thing. Think about this. The guy's running the ball, about to go in, at least worst case scenario, you get a field goal, maybe even score. Guy gets stripped of the ball. Boom. But that's going to be on Jameis's resume. So I don't have a problem with the way he's been. I think he's been successful given the circumstances, and all things being equal, I would take Jameis over Dak, because if you give Jameis Winston no Zeke, and tell me he ain't different. You know that, Skip Bayless, don't play.
You know, you had me until there. And then you lost me completely. I'm like right on the edge of my seat, like, you finally got one right. And then you had to say that.
Well, go ahead.
You had to go and ruin it.
Go ahead. No,
Just the way the Bucs ruined my night last night, because my Cowboys needed them to win the game, beat Atlanta, knock them back to 8-6.
Just take care of what y'all need to take care of, and everything will take care of itself.
It will not. We need too much help. That game did wear me out last night. And listen, just to keep this in some perspective, the Bucs are just injury-riddled everywhere. Gerald McCoy was out, and Levante David was out, and Hargraves was out. And then they lose Deshaun during the game, Deshaun Jackson. And
O.J. Howard.
O.J. Howard gets
They got
hurt.
a fullback playing tight end.
It's like, what? This is terrible. And J.R. Sweezy, the offensive lineman, was out, and they're down already 2 starters.
Yes.
It's just a wreck and a mess. I'm going to go back to what I said before the draft. I endorsed Jameis as the #1 overall, and I said he clearly will be better than Mariota, and I think he at least has proven that.
Yeah.
So can I give him mild success? Yeah. I'll give him mild. He is definitely not a disappointment.
No.
He is nothing close to a bust. Some people want to write him off. His QBRs have been pretty good. He was 12th as a rookie and 11th his second year, which is
pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I'll give him that.
Probably got 34, 35 eligible quarterbacks, so that's top.
Yeah.
That's top third.
He has struggled this year. He's 22nd, but he's had a couple of really good games. And last night, I'm going to qualify that as a good game.
Yeah.
That was a QBR of 81 last night. Yeah. And look, is he the prettiest thrower of the football?
No.
Nope. It looks a little awkward. He's not the smoothest thrower of the football. But, hey, it gets where it's supposed to go
Yes.
with velocity and with extreme accuracy. Will he try to do too much to lift a team that has not been very good around him and a coaching staff and a front office staff that I think is overmatched? I told you after I watched Hard Knocks, they came off as high schoolers
You
to me.
did. You said it.
And he's reportedly not been on the same page with his head coach, Dirk Cutter, who calls the plays and the offensive coordinator. That has to change. Somehow, I'm pretty sure they're going to have a coaching change after
Yes.
the year. So
Yeah.
let's see what happens with the next. And I hope Jameis has a little input into signing off on whoever the new coach is.
And plus the fact, Skip, Deshaun Jackson has been a disappointment. He's
Yeah.
been a disappointment. He has not been, because whether he was in Philly or Washington, you know he's going to give you about 1,000 yards and he's going to be that deep threat.
Yep.
He has not fit up to the bill. O.J. Howard started to come along late. Now he's injured. He's out. Doug Martin hasn't had since he had that big season, got paid. He has not been he has not been that same running back.
Nope, he is not.
Nobody gets more offensive pass interference at the receiver position
Mike
than Evans.
He got one last night.
got
It was a
two.
big one. I mean, the first one was
Yeah.
a huge one.
And he had on the touchdown, he had got another one called back. So they have underperformed around him. He's been nicked up. Now he hasn't been as good as I think Jameis can play, but I agree with you. I think they're going to have a coaching change, and if they can get these guys healthy and they can get Deshaun Jackson back up to speed. I mean, the guy threw for over 4,000 yards his first 2 years, 40,000, 42, 4,000, 30, 27, and he missed 3 games this year. So I don't think he's a disappointment. I think he's had minimum success. Considering the division that he's in,
Yep.
I mean, 15-1, team goes to the Super Bowl,
No, they're
MVP.
really good.
11-5, MVP,
This
go
is
to the
hard.
Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yep. Nope, I agree. And the other thing about Jameis is he has underrated mobility.
Yes.
He doesn't run downfield, but he can scramble. He can create
Yep.
side to side. And he's a big kid. You know, he can see over the defense. He just isn't Dak Prescott.
You know what-
God bless him, but he's not Dak Prescott. He's just not. He's not the playmaker that Dak is.
Yeah, how many plays he make without Zeke?
He made a whole bunch of
5 touchdowns,
He made a
7
whole bunch
INTs.
against Washington, a whole bunch against New York, and he made the key plays the other night at Oakland.
All I know, without Zeke, this is what he was, Skip. What is 3-3?
Wait, you need to throw Sean Lee
Oh,
in there
whoa, whoa, whoa,
also.
whoa, 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 whoa,
That was
whoa,
the
whoa, whoa.
worst defense in the NFL that he was trying to
Okay,
overcome.
3-3 is this. What is this? 3-3 is what? 500. What's 500, Joy? Average. Average. That's what it is, Skip Bayless. I want Ezekiel Elliott in Tampa.
Who doesn't need a run game? You just said he doesn't have Doug Martin. Look what Foles Gold is doing for the Eagles.
Did
Nick
he?
Foles.
Wow.
Look what he's doing.
Skip.
Wait a second. Nick Foles goes 4 touchdowns to 0 interceptions because he has a running game.
You remember
They're
when-
the second best running attack in football.
Do you remember when Nick Foles had 27-2? So you make it seem like Nick Foles can't play.
No, he's
Okay,
pretty good,
then.
but you need to be able to run the ball. Everybody does.
Well, Tom Brady didn't run the
Nobody
ball,
can
son.
do it. Well, he's the greatest.
Well, that's
to ever.
why he's the MVP.
Oh, but you said he's Brady-esque. If he's that guy,
What are you talking about?
Andrew Luck went to the AFC Championship game. He had no running game. He went to the playoffs every year. He had no running game.
Yeah, he did.
No, who? I don't know. No, you know. I know.
So are you
Nobody.
comparing Dak to Tom Brady?
No, he said he's Brady-esque. I'm saying if he's that guy, if he's that dude, like you said he is, he got to deliver me the goods, Skip,
Did
baby.
you just endorse Tom Brady as your MVP?
No!
Yes.
No.
He just did.
Sounded like it.
Accidentally he stumbled right into the trap.
Sounded like
Yes.
Skip.
Tom Brady's the MVP. You know it, and
Walk
I know
into
it.
it.
It just happened.
Walk into
Didn't Nick
it.
You gotta
Foles
give
just
it up.
step right in and
33.
throw
You
4
gotta give it up.
touchdowns?
33.
Nick Foles just threw 4 touchdown passes.
How many did Garoppolo throw last year?
Huh? Come on. It's over. You can see anybody can quarterback this Eagles team.
Anybody can quarterback the Patriots. Matt Castle got his $50 million from Kansas City doing it.
Please.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. Okay,
Are we
then.
seeing a new Ezekiel Elliott?